Welcome back to the Greener Lawn. Today we're going to be discussing length and thickness. Two things that really matter to a DIY homeowner. Stay tuned. Height, width of lawn, how come it even matters? Why do I even care as a homeowner? Why should you care as a homeowner? Can't I just go out and just mow my lawn and it be fine? Go out there once a week, maybe if I can get to it every 10 days, go mow it. Can't I, if I like it, take it down to 1 inch and then let it grow for another week and a half, 2 weeks, get it up to 8 inches and then cut it back down to 1 inch? Can I just do that? Doesn't that work? Why can't I do that as a homeowner?
Guys, just got done mowing my neighbor's yard. Looking really good. We put him on the next product regimen. Got him to start mowing higher and it's starting to look a lot better. But back here, it's been mowed since I've talked to him at a consistent 4 inches. Pretty good. Up in his front yard though, on this last mow, he had somebody who helped him out because he had surgery. They came over and mowed it for him, but they mowed it down to 2 inches. And this is what it's done to it. It's really stressed his turf out. It's taken it to brown. It was nice and decent in the back, as you could see. But up here, really stressed it out. His turf was starting to be trained at 4 inches. And so once it started the training at 4 inches, it got used to having that higher cut on it. Your size matters. Don't let them lie to you.
Ooh. When it comes down to the width of the grass, that's us filling it in, thickening it up. It's a matter of how our cultural practices are that's making it a lot better. Soil quality comes into it, fertilization comes into it. Some people are okay with a less thick lawn, but if you have a good mowing regimen, if you give it the proper nutrition, if you give it the proper water, you get roots down deep, those types of things, you're gonna have a lot thicker, a lot lusher lawn because you're working on those aspects that your lawn needs to thicken itself up and make itself more healthy. So when it comes down to keeping your grass, the length of it does matter, but it only matters in the sense that you are keeping the certain length at the height that your dedication is at. If you're dedicated at keeping it under 1 inch, you're willing to mow it, put down your growth regulators, have a real mower, put in the work every other day type of a thing, you can do it. There's people like Connor Ward out there who keeps their Kentucky bluegrass down way short here in Utah, just like me. So I keep mine at 4 inches. But let's say I were to like it at 2 inches. If I had my lawn at 2 inches, theoretically in the 1/3 rule, I could let it grow up to 3 inches and I could cut that inch back to 2 inches. So I'd have that 1 inch of play. Move it forward another 2 inches. So that means that when I'm at a 4 inch cut where I like, my grass can grow up to 6 inches, 2 inches within that growing period before I have to cut it again, and I'm totally fine. So I have some time in between cuttings. Right now, with the products I'm using, with the next products, with Milorganite, with the current watering and the temperature here in Utah that's been in the high 60s, low 70s, we're just barely hitting 80 today, but I've been seeing a lot of growth out of my lawn. I can get that 2 inches in 3 to 4 days.
I haven't mowed this section. And you can see in 5 days, just knocking off the top half of those blades. A little bit different. Still looking pretty good.
I've had to cut my lawn a little bit more. I've had to stay on top of it. I've had to make sure that it wasn't getting too far ahead of me, but it's given me some leeway. as my lawn starts to go a little bit more dormant, slows down during the summer, I have some more days that I'm gonna be able to wait before I cut again, just because it will naturally slow down. It won't be in its cool season growing period anymore. Everybody's gonna have something different that they're gonna say where you can grow your lawn. When it comes down to it, it's a personal preference for you, the person who is going to be taking care of it. Where's your dedication level? I recommend mowing it higher. Not as much dedication is required in that. You can let it go longer before you have to cut it without stressing out that lawn. You can make more errors in it with letting it grow a little bit longer to cutting it off and being closer to that 1/3 rule than if you kept it down at the shorter 2-inch mark. You let it grow 1 inch off of 2 inches, you've got to cut it. You get it up to 4 inches and you cut off more than 1/3, you're going to start yellowing out that grass. You're going to start stressing it out. You're going to give it some problems. So when it comes down to it, what's your dedication? Where's your level that you want to be at? Go all in. Be like Connor Ward. Grow a Kentucky bluegrass at 1/2 inch. Amazing. There's a lot of guys right now on YouTube who are doing just that. They have these cool season grasses and they're going against this grow it high mentality. And that's totally fine because they have that drive, that dedication to that style of grass. Find what style you want, stick to that style, and love it. I love the long grass. I love to be able to go out into it, have a lush, cool, nice grass. Where's your dedication? I'm Jeremy of The Greener Lawn. Make her green.